Another fantastic video. So I know this is really bad and I've never done this before. Well, I can't say that, but it's been such a long time since I've done this. So basically I'm gonna go over this whole world, and then I'm gonna go over a rap review of this upcoming rapper that's been getting bigger and bigger, and he's just so like he just speaks the truth about everything that's going on and everything that's important and irrelevant at this time period, and just like what's going on and how we can all relate to it. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna show off, and I'm gonna tell the storyline and all this shit. I'm sorry for my language, but all this stuff. So basically, this is a world that I started up a long time ago, and I have some rules. So you got Nilfgaard, which is gonna be that way. That's my cousin's city. And then we have, or country, then we have the imperial country, which is right here. We're both imperials, but we've combined to make one united kind of nation or army, or what do you want to call it. So I'm gonna go through and show some of my prized houses, and I'm gonna show like all throughout here. So right now I'm gonna start off with my personal house. This is my personal house, and I've had like a monster and just some energy drinks, so I'm kind of hyped up right now. So I got my pool right here. Let's keep with that. And then I got like this. It's kind of cool. Got my personal bedroom, little cringe ass window. Sorry for my language. And yeah, I got that going on. Sorry if the volume's really loud through my TV. I'm gonna be shutting that off whenever we go through the rap review. I'm going to show more of my city later, but we have an upside down city that is just kind of advanced, and that's what we're building right now. That's what I'm kind of building on to right now. Basically, the story with this is it's a floating city that's being carried by 2 ships, which is pretty cool. Got some towers right here. This is the empty tower, a bit of this way, and I'm going to start over with some really tall towers and all that. I haven't really paid much attention into just like, focusing on each individual city. My goal originally was build on top of it. Right now I'm building another tower right here, and then I'm gonna add on to this one right here. We have watchtowers right here. This is basically what a watchtower looks like. Yep, that's cool. Right here we got like a store. So that's pretty cool. Here, I think we just got some random kind of buildings that are on sale. This might be like another kind of watchtower type house. It's a safe house, I'm thinking. That's what I might do with that. So that's gonna be kind of cool. Right here we got the bank. It's a pretty big bank. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we got that. Then each floor has basically got like a holding thing. This is like gold, so inside within this is just like a huge thing of gold, which is it's pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta admit, it took a little bit of time to do this, but I haven't put much effort into it because I got all this left. So I'm gonna get out of here real quick. I'm gonna try being as quick as possible with this video because I just got so much to show. So this was my original house whenever I started first building here. Very trippy house, I will admit. This is my closet. It's pretty cool. Got nothing in it, but then I got upstairs, which is really cool. I like this. It's blue and gold, blue and red are our colors. So let me just follow this way. Anyways, whenever you spawn in, or if you do spawn in, like that just screws with you. It's trippy and it's scary. This is kind of like an apartment complex type building that we got going on here. We got another floor. This is like dinner tables, lunchrooms, and all that. You go through. Each building is like made exactly the same. So, except for some of these are kind of off, and maybe a little bit towards the end will be a little off. Here we got just like houses for sale. Each one's kind of built a little bit differently. Put a lot of detail into these, as you can see by that one torch, 2 torches. Yeah, each one, like I said, kind of similar but different in some way, unique. Right here, this one's pretty cool. I like this one. So we're gonna keep going. Basically, we got, like this. Over here, I'm building another city. This is a little bit more detailed. This is more modern, I guess you could say. We call it the Glass House Mark 1, because Mark 2 is even cooler. Let's see if I can find that one. This one might be Mark II. Yeah, this is Mark II. So Mark II entrance would be over here. I call it Mark II because this is the second one that I built. So, you know, you can definitely tell the difference in between each one of them. Right here, I got like a little cool little house going on right now. I got some design outside. That's why it looks like that. It's kind of funky and weird. I put a little hot tub made of sand because sand collects heat, and heat preserves, well, makes a hot tub basically. This is a little private army military base kind of area. I don't want to go into this because if you know you're watching my video, you happen to join my world, I don't want to go into like the secrets with that. So basically we got all that. Over here we got, like, I'm gonna rename them, but this was originally Canada. It's kind of screwed up, I know, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't put a bunch of detail. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Alright. Like an army kind of military facility. Like I said, I had like a monster and stuff and just like a few drinks. I'm kind of energized. So let's place that door. Boom. Okay. Yeah, we got armory. Right here is just kind of like pretty cool. We got, you know, some more armory type thing going on. A lot of graves. We lost a lot of people in war that we had. This is like a robot kind of house thing that we had going on because we had a robot that would come visit the city. We got our prison, which is kind of like a mini game. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna add more detail to it later. I might even rebuild that too. This was like the very first building I made. I was like, well, if we're gonna have McDonald's, you know, sorry, it is kind of inappropriate, so if, you know, just skip this part of the video if you don't want to see it, but, you know, I got that. It's pretty funny. So then we got this big McDonald's that we really haven't focused on, but I'll show you what we have been focusing on. We got this big kind of military ship. Show that. I'll show you. So it looks pretty cool in general. Just looks pretty awesome. Let's get down here. We got all this. Just looks really sick. Alright, and then I'm just gonna, what type of wood is this? This is oak, I think. Oh yeah, let's go back down to oak. Yeah, that should be. Okay. I'm gonna find that opening where I just destroyed that piece if possible. Yeah, it's over here. And we're gonna fix that. Okay. And then I got my own personal ship. This one I worked on for maybe 20-30 minutes. This is pretty cool. So basically, the beds stand for like soldiers that died. So it's kind of like their own like flag with the grave and kind of. Then we got this right here, and then we got, you know, that's kind of secret. It's pretty dope. I think we have a floor dedicated just towards fallen soldiers. I don't know, but yeah, we basically got this. Got another ship this way, and then I got a, I don't know, like it could be either a rocket or a casino. It's in between both, but yeah, this is a little place right here. This is first ship I ever made in this world. So yeah, not a lot of detail, but like I said, I made this world when I was like, I don't know, maybe 11. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. Okay, so we got this. It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Yep, so we got that. Like I said, not like a ton of detail put into each building, but enough to say that they exist. This is kind of like a, originally this was its own kingdom. This is kind of like a, you know, there was a throne here, and I just wanted to put a little detail into it, but not like a ton. We've got some buildings out here. I guess I'll show these off too. We had a war out here, that's why that whole thing is just like nuked and destroyed. We're gonna start a little civilization out here, but you know, I guess this is really for the villagers. This was a casino, but yeah, we just kind of stopped. We kind of dropped it. We were experimenting here. At least my cousin was. I wasn't really into this area. So we got some funky stuff. This was supposed to be a watchtower, but we haven't finished that either. We might just drop this whole area in general, but we still claim it. Well, I claim it because the red, you know, but since we're unified, it doesn't matter if it's mine or his, you know. I mean, it does because, you know, capitals and, you know, all that, but anyways, we're trying to make this more futuristic, as you can see, but we got basically, besides, like, a church, kinda, it's kinda like a, cult type church that we got going on. It's gonna be kinda cool, it's decent, it's different. Nothing really over there, but we're gonna focus on going over here, and we're gonna take the tracks. So let's get a cart so I can just get over there because, you know, I want to ride in style. Okay, I'm just gonna hop onto this. Wait, maybe not this one. Maybe this one. Yep. So I'm gonna hop on it and we're gonna get over here. So legally in the game I'm not supposed to be doing this, but this is a unified city that we're building right now. We're in the middle of basically that's gonna be like where we hold our meetings. I'm not really gonna go into much detail about the city that we're coming up on because it's not really mine to go into. It's not my property, but it is my world, so you know, I'm just gonna fly around and show you. I'm not gonna go into each building. Oh shit. That's fine. Sorry for my language. So we got some big towers, I guess. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not going to go into them because it's not my business, but it's definitely the most technologically advanced city that we have in the game, and it's pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of...
Come get the trash, please.
Alright, I'm live streaming. I'll do it in a second. Can you close my door real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you can't go in there without me. Not yet.
Thank you. I'll be done in a second.
Okay.
Alright. So yeah, so we got all of that. I just wanted to show all this off and, you know, so you guys know what I've been doing lately. That's why I haven't really been streaming. That, and since school is over, I lost my MacBook, so I won't be able to really edit videos as much as I used to, and even then I didn't really edit videos. So I'm gonna leave a link down in the description on what song this is, or songs, because I'm not very sure if I'm gonna play multiple songs. But basically, this guy named, hold on, pull it up real quick, Tom McDonald. And I know that sounds like Ronald McDonald, it's kind of funny, it's cool. But basically, this guy is talking about diversity in the song. And like nowadays, you get in trouble for saying like simple stuff. Like, to me, a word is a word. Alright, you can call me whatever word you want to be called, you know, I don't care. If you like punch me, or you start up drama, you know, between me and like my friends or something, you know, I'm gonna go off on you. I'm gonna be honest, I will. But if it's like, if you call me, like, I don't want to offend anybody, but like this is gonna be kind of an intense video towards, you know, at this point. If you call me a fag, or if you call me like, you know, anything like that, honestly, I don't get offended by it. But maybe that's because I'm not like, you know, like that, I guess you could say. I'm not like trying to be any diverse. I'm not like, I don't care about diversity or diversity. I'm not like, you know, I'm not like that. I don't say, oh, this guy's, well, I'm white, but, you know, for example, this guy's white, he must be a workaholic, or this guy is like Jewish, he must like not have any friends, or something like that. You know, I'm not like that at all. So, and I try to like stick up for people as much as I can. I'm very loyal. I'm a loyalist, and not many people know what a loyalist is, but that's basically where if somebody told you something, you keep your mouth shut and you don't tell anybody about what they said, ever. You're loyal to the stores you shop, you're loyal to your friends. If it comes down to a decision where you have to pick a friend over friend, you leave it. You don't pick between friends. You don't do that. That's not cool. And I'm like that type of person. But a while back, I used to make a lot of jokes about, you know, just about diversity, kind of, and it started to offend people, and I got in trouble for it, and I realized what I was doing, and I caught myself, and I stopped. But when I listened to this song, it made me connect with it and made me realize like half the crap that I was actually saying, like think more. And I'm gonna play the song and like you guys can hear it. It's about black and white diversity and how Tom MacDonald is not gonna stand with what people did in the past to like say our ancestors kept black people as slaves and all this stuff, and it's not his fault. Even though he knows that his people did that, it's not like, he doesn't want to look at somebody else different because what his great grandfather did. Anyways, I'm gonna stop like going into that and I'm gonna start playing the song. So I got a speaker right here. I'm gonna try not to play it too loud, but loud enough for you guys to hear it. So this song is called This House, White Boy Responds. So if you guys want to search it up, and if I didn't put it in the description, this is it. So in the beginning, you kind of hear like the phone going off like that. That's all these responses about yeah, it's all these responses. So he's going off on responses and stuff. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is the video, so I'm gonna play it.
Everyone been talking crazy, feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hate real loud, but they follow me, screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm the scum of the earth in the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm paid. I ain't spend $1 on the chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter. Y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing your trigger. Y'all just keep missing the point, and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I can see this coming like a fortune teller.
Nope, okay. So basically that was a response video, but you get a basic demo of what like he does. Anyways, the song that talks about diversity is Tom MacDonald, White Boy, and the song that I just played was This House, and that was a response to all the mean and just bad comments that he's been getting lately about all this stuff that he's sticking up for. And just like some people are mean and say some stuff that they really shouldn't say over just online, and you gotta like, people gotta realize that if you say something mean online, what does that say about you? Does that say, yeah, I don't stand up for this? But even if you don't stand up for something, you could dislike a video, you could dislike a comment, and you could not like, you could like just leave it alone, like don't even like look at the video if you don't like it, and he had to make a response on that, and a lot of rappers do that, and it's not cool that they have to. But anyways, this is gonna be it. We got a commercial coming up, and yeah, I'm gonna be pausing it throughout the video to kind of just connect with it.
Dodge commercial. Dodge. Domestic, not domesticated.
Like I said, this song is called White Boy.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist because I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before.
Okay, so first of all, he basically just said you can't label me racist because of what my ancestors did, and that's not quote unquote, but that's basically what he just said. And that makes so, like, come on, like, when you're talking about diversity and you're just relating yourself to, like, you're walking through public and somebody like you have a group of black people that look at you in a different way because of what happened a million years ago. Not literally a million years ago, but like what happened so long ago. Like you can't hate on somebody because of what happened so many years ago. It's like, you can't fight hate with hate. So I'm gonna keep going with the song.
Or I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed because of my pretty blue eyes. And Nazi, white supremacist. Anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. Cause race is white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad.
Okay, and basically what he just went into is saying that just because like in the past there's been like Ice Cube and all these rappers stuck up for, like the MWA, they just stuck up for in general, rapping and saying the truth about how white people treated black people with just cops in general. Like white cops would attack black people just because they can, and just because they think that people that were black are lesser than than white people. But that's not true. You can't say, okay, so this guy tripped in Walmart and he's white. You can't label that person or that all white people people that trip in Walmart, for example. I know it's a bad example, but basically he's saying that, and he just said that he has blue eyes, which I think he does. And that's basically saying that just because he has blue eyes, which is connected to Hitler and all that stuff, I'm not going to go into that, but basically just because that, you know, he has that, doesn't mean that he's a white supremacist. Mean that he, it doesn't mean that he is a neo-Nazi. It doesn't mean anything. Just because he has, or it doesn't mean that he has that in pigment of, you know, eyes and all that. You just can't label somebody that unless you've seen them do an action. You can't accuse somebody of doing something if you personally have not seen them do it or do not have proof of them doing it. Alright, so I'm going to continue the song.
White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White boy, white noise. Can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't.
Okay, let's just go back into that, what he just said. I'm at 119, so I'm gonna rewind that just a little bit.
Sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy.
Okay, yeah, so basically he's just saying that just because one guy drank does not mean that, you know, he's gonna assume everybody is like that. And that's the big thing. People get so offended over stuff that they shouldn't be offended over. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, kinda, but like you can't get offended over something that wasn't your fault or wasn't the person that, like, you can't hate somebody for something that happened in the past, you know, and something that's not even a part of your generation or the generation before you.
I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
The fact.
Alright, okay. So he just said that doesn't matter what skin you are, basically. He says that we all have our own heroes. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. Now, Kennedy stood up for a lot of stuff. He was that guy. He was a good guy. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. He's been, like, you know, he was there whenever rockets were about to go up into space and go orbit around the moon. At that time period, we were just starting to launch stuff into orbit, and, you know, but basically he just connected, you know, like a white hero and a black hero, saying that they're the same doesn't mean that we're not the same, you know. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but, you know, I get it.
She's white and we rags and stole the culture right from the land. So he's fire, but we lick the flame. He's sniping and gas. So get this corny lid on Mickey, man, the whitey is whack. He let history perpetuate the hatred within. And then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy,
And then again, like I said, he just went into saying, basically, just because our ancestors did something doesn't mean you have to, like, quote unquote, paint me with a brush and think me the same way, basically. And yeah, it's kind of cool.
Sister with auntie and uncle and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make a distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes acknowledging atrocity. Oh my God, yes. So basically, you just said, like, you know, you can't hate me for, like, everything that my ancestors did. And you know what? I feel bad for them. Like, I feel bad that, you know, like, all that happened. It's almost unbelievable to think that, you know, one of my best friends, Andrew, you know, he's black. I couldn't imagine everybody just, like, kicking him down and just, like, thinking all that. Like, I couldn't imagine them going through it. I feel bad that that happened, but, like, I still move on with my life, you know, and like I said, you know, there's still, I don't know, like, there's still a little bit of diversity. Sometimes it's kind of awkward when, you know, you're there, but with, like, a person of a different race or something. I just I consider people all the same. And, you know, just because a person might have, like, autism or anything related to that, you know, I still treat them the same. You know, if they high-five me, I'm like, heck yeah, let's go. But, you know, just be the best that you can be. Don't, you know, don't have hate, you know. It's a waste of energy. Were wrongly committed is all that I can offer when I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience.
Oh my God. And then again, he just said, like, he just, like, makes it seem, alright, he just said that you can't think of, here's an example, you can't think of all black people are the same, because they're not. Alright, each one has, like, they all have their own jobs, they all have, like, you know, they all do different things. So, you know, for example, white people, lawyers, and, like, all this stuff, you can't say, oh yeah, you just gotta think more open-minded, is basically what he's saying. And, you know, being open-minded can help in so many different situations.
For Nazis, I think they're better off dead. The fighting hatred with hatred, making their hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't because they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely because the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy. White boy, white noise ain't can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
Alright, That is Tom McDonald. Like I've said, I do not claim this video to be mine. This is not my video. You can search it up on YouTube right now. He has a ton of good songs, and you know, just in general, like I feel like I can truly connect with him. Like he speaks the truth. He's like Tupac or 50 Cent kind of. 50 Cent really didn't talk about day-to-day things that we're all going through, but you know, he's still there. He's still that, like, one of those guys, you know what I mean? Yeah. Alright, well, basically, you got to see my kingdom, you got to see what I'm working on, and, like, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like below, comment below. Check out our best of 2018 playlist for new and updated rap songs, or rock songs, because we do have, like, that. We tried to blend it in, so it's like, you know, you want to listen to hard rap, we got a hard rap section, and then we smooth it over to like light rap to like normal rap or just normal light. I don't know, we keep it so the transition between songs isn't bad. Now, in most playlists, like songs and all that you listen to, you don't hear a good transition between songs, but we really focus on that transition, so our playlist will definitely, it's good. And if you guys have any comments of songs you want us to add, or any content that you think that we should do gaming on, or if you guys have anything you want to say about just this video, then comment below. We'll get back to your comment. We'll do a video. We'll start up a stream just for that comment if you want, because like we get a lot of comments, and you know, we don't mind doing videos on them because we like to focus on the people and not, you know, direct ourselves towards just gaming. We do challenges, our chill playlist, so if you want to go to bed or you just want to kind of play games and listen to like some smooth music, we do have some pretty decent chill songs. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like below, comment below, subscribe, join us in the next video, and brr.